addition to the stable is a one owner 1964 and a half Ford Mustang Convertible D code. D as in David. It's one of the more rare cars you'll find. I know the K code, which is the high performance engine, is very rare and worth like 100,000 plus easy. But this one is, yeah, I don't know, it's hard to tell because it's a one owner. My dad special ordered this car. He ordered it April 26, 1964. Delivered in June. But they made cars quick back then. But so I have no idea what the value could be on this car. Like I said, it's a D code. It's got the 289 V8 4-barrel. And I'm having a little bit of fun with it because I'm doing some mods. I'm going to keep it all original. I don't want to mess with a car like this and mod it to a resto mod or nothing. I think original is the way to go, but I'm doing small things like the headlights. I found on CJ Pony Parts, I believe, a glass headlight just like this one, but it's instead of a halogen, it's got the, well, it is halogen, it's got the H4 bulbs, but the glass is kind of blacked out a little bit. So it looks kind of cool. I put new spark plug wires on her last weekend. Like I said, it's a D code. It's got all the options. Convertible. I should have had the door unlocked for you guys, but you got the 4-speed, 4 on the floor, baby. And it's got the rally Pac gauges. I mean, it's loaded. And being a 1964 and a half Mustang, it has the original generator. And this car needs, don't let me fool you. The car needs some work. The door doesn't want to close half the time. The paint looks good and all that, but I just put new wheels on it last week. Uniroyal, Tiger Paw, white walls, and it looks like a clean car, right? Well, it's like lipstick on a pig. No offense, nice little car here, but there's a lot of rust underneath. I'm very concerned. This is my dad's car. My dad, they're trying to downsize and move the house to a big 2-story to a ranch. And so they're probably gonna get a 2-car garage or something. So I'm gonna hold on to this and, you know, obviously probably inherit it. But there's a lot of, you probably can't see it, but anyway, there's a lot of rust underneath the frame. I'm really concerned about the frame. If the frame is rusted, what I'm gonna do if it's, I doubt a car is beyond repair. I mean, you guys can tell me in the comments, but I mean, I watch the car shows all the time with Wayne Carini and all those guys that do barn finds and they fix them up. So I mean, this car's been in the garage its whole entire life. It's never sat outside, but it's my dad's baby. It's his daily driver for a long time. It saw a lot of, you know, some wintertime driving with some salt and on the roads and whatnot. So, but there's a guy here. He does classic restores. We're talking about either probably not doing a restoration because I've been quoted by a couple shops, very reputable shops. One shop actually in Lincoln, Nebraska that's been featured on Gas Monkey Garage, Fast and Loud a couple times. And he even quoted me, you know, you're talking $80,000 to do a complete restoration. Rotisserie, nut and bolt, you know, 60 to 80 grand, which I don't have. There we go, it's shut. Let's lock her up. So at this point, we're probably talking about doing just like a preservation. Take care of all the rust, and I got a bunch of parts for her. Got some new leaf springs I'm gonna throw on. Got some cool Scott Drake red shocks. I got some other goodies in this box. I got some coil springs for the front shocks. And that's about, you know, yeah, I'm gonna do small stuff. I have these tail lights are actually, they look completely stock, right? But they're actually LED. They're pretty cool. They're nice and bright. The old tail lights, they're just like one single bulb right in the middle. And they're kind of bright, but not really. I mean, if you're driving along, it'd be hard to see just two tail lights, these small little tail lights. So these are, all three lenses have LED diodes, so it's pretty bright. Looks good. So that's the extent of the mods I'll do. Just stuff like that, little LED tail lights. Replace the suspension with new parts. And like I said, the headlights, the kind of blacked out glass bulb in the front. Maybe put some wider tires on or something. And the exhaust is all rusted out, so I'm gonna put a new exhaust system on it. Thinking about maybe doing some shorty headers instead of the stock manifolds. Take those off and put some shorty headers on there or whatever. Nothing much, but I mean, I can show you. Now you probably can't see it in this light, but there's just rust. You know, pretty bad. I hope it can be restored, not restored, but you know, fixed up and get it back to kind of roadworthy and how it was back in the day. But this is called the Caspian, if I'm pronouncing that right, Caspian blue. It's a nice midnight dark blue paint. I think it's gorgeous. White top, blue vinyl interior. So let me guys know what you think. Tell me what you think this car is worth. Again, it's a one owner. How many one owner 1964 and a half Mustangs do you think are in existence? Especially with this combination. Convertible, D-code, high performance. K-code is high performance, but you know, it's got the 289 four barrel. D-code, four speed in the floor. I mean, this is the car that people would want, not an automatic. You don't want an automatic. You don't want a six banger. This is a 289 D-code convertible 4-speed. And it's gotta be worth something. I've had some people tell me some bullshit numbers, to be honest with you. Pardon the language, but you know, I've heard people say, oh, 15, 18,000. I'm not expecting someone to say, oh, it's a $100,000 car, but I mean, come on. Again, one owner. My dad's owned this his whole life. D-code. Anyway, I'm going to add some more videos as far as the, you know, doing a little restoration work. I keep saying restoration, guys. I'm sorry, you know, preservation work on it. And get some update videos for you. I will go back to my baby and do another video with the walk around of all the different little tiny mods I've done to this guy. And this one's pretty much complete now. I don't want to do anything else to it really. I'll put a Whipple supercharger, the Whipple 3.0 on it. My buddy owns a performance shop and we'll put that on there. And he'll tell me if I need to build the engine or all, but according to Whipple and HP tuners, it's an out of the box modification. Whipple 3.0. Just slap the supercharger on and it's good to go. So look forward to another video of the updates I've done to this Durango. And then again, obviously I'll do some more updates on the new addition to the stable. So this is a much longer video than I usually ever make, but anyway, I appreciate you guys staying to the end and watching. You know, please thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Recommend the video to friends who might be a car enthusiast. I'd like to get some more people's opinions and thoughts on this Mustang and what you guys think of it. And last thought of the day. Like I said, I like to kind of, I'm not huge into old classic muscle cars. I love the car for the history. First ever Mustang. Like I said, my dad ordered it in 64 of April, so it's got to be a low production number. I have the VIN number and all that, so I'm going to run those numbers. But, you know, the history is so cool. I love the car, but I would like to get it fixed up and run it across the auction block, like Mika Auctions or Barrett Jackson, and just kind of see what it does. I think that'd be kind of fun. So I don't think I'll hold on to it for a long time. It'll be a very sad day to sell it, because my dad's had this his whole life since 1964. But like I said, I'm just not into these classic old cars. I mean, I appreciate them. I think they're cool as hell. I go to the car meets and there's old Camaros and Mustangs and Trans Ams and stuff up there, and Chevys and Novas. They're cool as hell, you know. And like, I like to watch Iron Restoration. And those guys work on those old Novas. Those guys love Novas. Those are cool as hell. I love them. But I just would never own one or have any interest in one. So I'm gonna fix this up, then I'll probably sell it, and hopefully one day. My passion is performance, modern performance. I'd love to get an Audi RS6 Avant. I'll probably get a used one because I'm not going to throw down 150,000 on a new one. I'll probably wait a couple years and get one for 110, 120. But that's 3, 4, 5 years down the road. But that's the kind of cars I want to add to the stable. Modern muscle. I'm not into just European like Audi, but the Audi R6 Avant. If you ever see one in person, it will blow you away. And I don't have the kind of money to buy that and a Corvette, a two-door little sports car. So, I got to pick and choose, one at a time at this point. So anyway, long video. Thank you guys for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.